Hi beauties, it's the Red Diva and welcome to my channel. Today we're reviewing a wig called Delania. It is part of Outre's The Daily Wig, and this color is the DRFF Red Velvet. So stick around, let me show you this beautiful color, beautiful curls, and also what tips and tricks I'm learning to make it look as natural as possible. Stick around, I'll see you in a second. We're ready to start the show. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay guys, so here it is. I have Delania right here, okay? She's gonna be in the DRFF Red Velvet. She is part of the Daily Wig. This is a lace part wig, but it's really, really easy because you don't have to trim any lace front. You don't really have to do too much to create a great instant hairdo that you could take from work to play to whatever you wanna do, you know, casual, dress it up. You know, it's up to you. But what's great about this Daily Wig collection is that it's going to be just super, super easy. It's like a plop and go, similar to the idea of Wig Pop, which is another collection by Outre. But this is really, really great. And you can use up to 400 degrees on the fibers. Here are two colors that are shown here in the stock card. So as you notice, I'm wearing yellow today, which is the classic signature color of the Daily Wig collection. So it's actually, I didn't plan it out. Something was attracting me today to wear yellow, and then it dawned on me, I'm like, oh, I'm using Daily Wig, which is yellow. So yeah, so Daily Wig is a great, great collection. I have quite a few pieces of it. This is one of a few that I'm going to be doing coming up in other videos. So this is a great, great one. It's got premium synthetic fibers. It's got pre-plucked and hand-tied lace part. It's got a breathable mesh cap, and it's heat styling friendly. What's really also cool about the Daily Wigs is that in order for it to fit really snug on the head and be able to not only be a plop and go, but also be something that can really sustain you throughout the day and into the night, is that it's got an elastic band. So let's take a look on the specs of the way the cap construction is. Okay, so as it says, it has that lace parting, which is really nice. Okay, and then you get one comb on one side, you get another comb on the other side. These combs in particular tend to fit more by the upper part of the ear. So not towards the, not high up like some other ones, but more towards like right there, okay? The side of the temple area, but a little lower than the typical spot that I usually get, okay? And you got that elastic band, then of course, so that's the elastic band here. It's nice and wide, quite snug. Some people don't like the elastic band because they feel like, oh my God, I feel like I have like some kind of like, you know. And then there's a comb in the back, okay? This color, of course, the DRFF in Red Velvet, it is so, so pretty. Okay, dark rude face framing red velvet, but I feel like compared to other styles where you really see more of that cherry color in the front and then everything else is more deep, this one, the cherry is throughout, but there is some deep root in there, but it's not like a jet black. It's like a 2, okay? It's like a 2, like a dark brown. So it's not jet black, okay? But the curls are really soft. And I know that in the camera it's showing up as being like extremely glossy, but I think in real life it's not as shiny as it may come across on the monitor. Okay, so with this one here, okay, I have the oh, and it has the adjustable straps, just so you know. So you have a lot. You have the wider band and you have the adjustable straps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on, okay? Just in case you guys don't know where exactly to put the elastic band, what you want to do is you kind of want to get across, like my hair is in a little bun, so you want that strap to be sort of above the little bun, and then the one comb is going to go here and the other two are going to go right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. So I installed the hair. So now I'm just going to run my fingers through the curls just to kind of open them up because I don't want it to look too wiggy. I want it to look like just a soft, touzled kind of look. Okay. No tangling whatsoever. The fibers are really nice. It's like a medium texture, so it's not, it's more on the silky side, but it's like thick, so it doesn't feel wiggy. It feels just like regular healthy shiny hair that's like on the natural side. Okay, so pretty. So the combs, guys, are right here, like right in the back of the ears. So you might have to adjust it so this way it doesn't pull down your ear like this. Okay, I had to like literally put them on and then move them back, you know, so this way it would allow my ears to feel comfortable and not feel like it's weird. If that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna brush a little bit of my own baby hairs. I'm gonna get a little bit of the edge control. Just kind of brushing my own baby hairs. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of foundation. Okay, so I wanted to add a portion of the install for you for this wig because I had filmed a couple weeks ago the full lay down of this wig and the makeup, of course, and everything. And in looking at the footage, I realized that I did not feel as comfortable with the way that the wig turned out. So let me explain to you. I'm going to post a couple of pictures right now and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I felt like the parting space was a little wacky because just the way that the wig sat on my head and the way that my hair lined up with the hair of the wig, it just looked like it just wasn't blending in at all. I think that I had used a powder that was a little too ashy. So that made that parting space stand out. And also just the way that my hair was laying, and also I felt like the wig itself in the parting space, it had a lot of hair like right on the edge of the lace. There was a lot of, especially because it's a dark rooted wig, it was black hair that was sewn all the way up to the edge. Now, I'm going to show you what I did because I worked on this last night. So I want to explain to you that even though these daily wigs are supposed to be plop and go, sometimes you'll get a style that is not as easy to plop and go. And that's okay. It may take a little bit more work. This was my first daily wig that I had reviewed on camera. I do have a couple of other ones that I've purchased since, but this was the first one that I had used. And so since I am used to using other Outre wigs from other collections, like the lace front one and the natural hairline one, you know, even the 60-second wave, like, you know what you're getting yourself into because it's mostly like a half wig or a headband wig. You know how to handle it. But this is a little different because this one does not have a lace front to cut, which is great. Like, you're thinking, oh, fantastic, just put it on and go. But it was looking very wiggy, you know, and, you know, I thought, whatever, you know, like, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to post the video and just go next with other styles. But in a way, I kind of felt bad because if you look at the stock card, the style is so pretty. And this particular color is so nice because it has a slight dark root. And then the red velvet is so beautiful. And also the curls, I just loved it. I mean, I actually brushed it out and still you could see that the curls have a natural formation to them. So I felt like, you know what? I'm not going to just toss it in the drawer and keep it moving. I'm going to try to see if I can fix it, you know? And my dear friend, Gladys from Is That Your Hair? She had posted a couple days ago a video on how to lay your wig and make it look flat and make it look natural, like it's coming out of your head. And part of it was sort of like treating that little bit of lace parting and making sure that it lays flat, and part of it is by removing some of that lace. So last night, this is what I did. First of all, I widened the part, okay, especially in this section right here, okay. This I did not touch, that's the way it came, but here in this almost triangular space, okay, there was so much hair and so much black, jet black hair, because it is a like a black 1 or 1B root. It had so much like right on the edge, and I thought, well, no wonder it's not looking natural. I cannot put powder or concealer there and make it look natural while I'm fighting with all these hairs that are like making it look like really, really solid and not blended, you know. Another thing, by removing that hair, I noticed that the lace itself goes, you know, it goes down like that, and then it kind of folds on top of itself like a cuff, like, you know, like a shirt cuff, like that. So when you go in, let's say with a little scissor like this, right, and I'm gonna try to hold it up to the camera as best as I can. Of course, sometimes people do other shots and stuff like that, but you're gonna notice that I'm able to sort of lift. You see, I'm able to lift that lace. Okay, it's like sticking out, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make 2 incisions, one on each side. Okay, so you have to be like so careful because you don't want to mess it up. So I made 2 little cuts, one here and one there, so like that. So then it allows me to fold over that folded over piece of lace. Do you see it? You see the little piece of lace that right there? It's really hard to pick up on the camera. I really hope it comes up though. It's like that right there. You see it? Right there. Okay. So now that it is like that, I'm going to cut it across. You see? You see the little piece? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, so we got the little piece of lace, and that's going to make a huge, huge difference. And by the way, normally I would have just thrown it away, but I wanted to show you really quickly here the amount of hair. Let's see if you can see it. The amount of hair that I took from that parting space, especially that front. So as you can see, there was a lot of hair that came off of that. And that really made such a huge difference, okay? So now that parting space, see, I kind of poked a hole through there a little bit because it is kind of hard. I think most of it was from last night from plucking the hair. So again, do not destroy the lace like I did. But because these are very dark knots. You see how the knots are really dark? And what happens is that I had to deal with a lot of hair that didn't belong there, and then those knots were there, and then on top of it, there was hair like right here going across. So of course it was never going to look natural because my hair, you know, my baby hairs and everything are not jet black, and it just looked weird. Like, why would I have my hairline like way down here, you know? And I was like trying to figure out, like, do I put the wig further back? Do I put it further forward? If I did it too forward, it was like, it has such a solid hairline, like there's no pre-plucking with this thing. This is just like you go, you put it on, you go, and so it tends to be very dense, you know, in that area. But I think this is way better. I think this is going to allow me to put it down and put concealer on it or powder or both, and literally melt it. So this is what we're going to do now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. My hair is in a little bun as always. My hair was getting so long from taking these hair vitamins, guys, that I end up like literally grabbing a chunk of it after I took a shower and just chunk, just cut it. I'm still in quarantine mode. I'm not even worried about getting like a haircut because right now it's like I wear it in a ponytail with my baseball cap, or I'm wearing wigs. So at this point, having like long hair, it actually gets in the way from being able to like have a better installation of a unit and without having to have such a huge bun in the back. Okay, What's nice about this wig, though, it does have that elastic band, so it's gonna help sit flush. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the elastic band first. I was also trying that with the elastic band, without the elastic band. I wanted to see like what to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the elastic band, okay? So I'm gonna put that on first, because it does help make it fit really nice. I'm gonna grab the back comb, slide that into place. Okay. All right. And then once I feel like the angle is good, then I'll use those combs. But I want to make sure that everything is going in the right direction. I also, when I gelled my hair last night, I went ahead and gelled it going that way to help with the baby hairs and to help make sure that the parting looks even more natural. So I did that. So I have that going on as well. Already it's such a huge difference just to see how it blends in. I'm excited to see with the concealer how it's going to come out, but already it makes such a huge difference. Because like I said, you could tell from the pictures I posted, it was looking so gray and so weird, you know, but the fact that I took out, look at that, even without putting anything on, already it makes such a huge difference. So let me bring out the olive oil edge control, okay? So I think this is a good position. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the comb. Okay, I got one comb here. I'm gonna stick it in there. It's literally like right above the ear, so it is a weird kind of spot for it, especially because of the elastic band. And then the other comb, where is it? I know it's somewhere. There it is. Yeah. The placement of the comb, guys, is a little weird, but the good thing is that it's going to make that wig be so fitted into your head. You're going to be able to go dancing, whatever you need to do, because it's not going to go anywhere, okay? So this is pretty nice already as far as that's concerned, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, I said that I was going to do the olive oil edge control, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of cover, a little bit of foundation there in the parting space. Pray to God that it doesn't get screwed up. I am definitely choosing a darker color. Just a little tiny bit. I just don't want to overdo it. Okay. Because it is tricky, guys. Some wigs are better than others when it comes to stuff like this. Okay. Just so afraid of making it ashy. I don't want to do that. See, I don't want to overdo it, you know. I know that the parting goes all the way back. There. Yeah, this way it still looks natural. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure like that. So there is a little piece of lace right there. I know you can see it right there, okay? That I'm going to go ahead and cover with the Salon on 5th Avenue NYC palette, which is this kind of root tinting pomade. I'm just going to go ahead and go in there and tint. There's two spots there that for some reason the lace got a little weird. Okay, much better. All I'm doing is just kind of helping to lay down the baby hairs. Gonna pick up a little bit of that gel with the little brush. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of the Got to Be Glued spray. Just holding that down. Okay. Oh my God, this is so much better. You see it? So much better. I'm going to put a little bit of the Bedhead by TG wax stick. Push that up on the top like that. You just push it up and it goes like that. All right, I'm going to just lay down this so this way. Okay, with the comb. Lie flat. And then I'm going to go ahead and brush this. Now, one thing I noticed, guys, is that in the stock card, the way that they show the style has sort of like a big poofy kind of hump, right? Like the hair goes up and then it goes across. But for some reason, this wig, I don't know if they set it with some rollers or something and maybe sprayed it. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't want to do that. It's really strange, you know? So once again, it's supposed to be plop and go, but it's not. So, but I do love these curls. I think that is so pretty. So, so as far as that is concerned, that is really, really lovely. I still feel like there's a little bit of the lace. I'm getting an eyeliner, hoping that that will kind of help cover that up. I have to finagle that parting, you know? Okay, that's better. Now, the nice thing is that by sweeping it up like that, and actually I'm showing my own hair in the front, that actually gives it a very natural look. I don't think many people would imagine that this is a wig, because I feel like we have accomplished that hairline to look way more natural. Also, if you look at the stock card picture, you'll notice that one side is actually longer than the other. So please don't shift the wig thinking that, oh, I have it on wrong. No, you don't. That's the way it comes. Okay, so yeah, so this side, your right side, is going to be actually shorter than the left. The left is longer, but it's really interesting because when you look at the back, okay, you're going to see that it evens out. So it's really strange. So this is going to be my right side view. And then this is going to be the back. And as you see what I'm saying, it's even. It doesn't look like it's off. Okay. And then this is my left side. Okay. So that is what it is. Okay. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me add a little bit more of this just in the hairline. Yeah. Because my little hairs are out, which is nice. I'm curious to see if any of you have bought the Delania wig in this color or any other shades that they offer, because I'm just curious, and I would love it if somehow you could post a picture of it or send me a picture of it as well. My email is thereddivatv@gmail.com. And you can also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram as well. And I'm just curious to see if when you put it on, were you immediately like enchanted by it? Did it fall naturally into your hairline and just really look amazing, like a plop and go should? Or did you feel like me, that it wasn't coming across as natural as it should have been, you know? And also, did you have the same poof thing happening where it doesn't want, I mean, there is some height there, but it definitely doesn't sweep down sort of like a Farrah Fawcett sort of thing. See, because it goes up, but then it has these featherings. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it, but for now, I think that I will leave it alone at this point because I don't want to sit there and be like spending 6 hours on this wig, to be honest. But overall, I am happy with it. I might put a little bit of hairspray just so it stays, so that little poof thing stays and I get some height there. We'll see if that keeps the lift. But I do love the color, guys. That red velvet is just so delicious. And overall, I think it came out much nicer. So yeah, so that's it. All right, guys, so that was the Delania from Outre, and it is part of their daily wig collection in the DRFF Red Velvet. As you saw with my commentary earlier, I did struggle with it in the first attempt, and after working out that parting space, plucking out a severe amount of hair that I took out of that parting space, as well as making sure that I removed all the little black knots because it does have a darker root. And I was able to not only open up the visual of it by removing all that extra hair, but I also was able to lift up the lace. The lace was thick and I was able to lift it up. It was almost like a cuff, and cutting out that little extra piece so it would lay flatter. And we definitely achieved that. I was able to put some got to be glued spray and just holding it down with the back of my rat tail comb. And then I applied a little bit of foundation and powder on there. I moved my little baby hairs utilizing this little double-sided brush and the olive oil edge control gel, and I was able to do that. And then I added just a little bit more freeze spray on the top to kind of give me a little swoop on the top as well. Okay, so all right, so much for a plop and go, but I didn't want to give up on it. Just like I hope you're not giving up on me. and trust that together we will find the right solution for these wigs when they don't automatically give us the results that we're looking for. Okay, so I think overall it did turn out very nice. It was a little bit more challenging than expected because it's supposed to be an easy breezy plop and go, but it's okay. I think in the end it gave me some really pretty looks. And yeah, so I think that if you want to go ahead and get this wig, just know and expect that you might have to work on it a little bit more to make it more seamless and more natural, but that's okay because I think in the long run, the beautiful shape of the curls and the color will be well worth it. And this wig was only about 20 bucks. So I think overall it is a good deal. And I think that, oh, and I did not get any tangling. I mean, I was able to pass my fingers through it very nicely. And I really didn't get any shedding. The only hair that came out of the wig was when I was plucking it and removing what I didn't need for it to be there. But as far as the texture, it's a very soft. It's not too shiny. I think that it's very lovely. So yeah. So that is my pros and cons, my thoughts behind Delania by Outre. So anyway, guys, I hope that you had a lot of fun today. I hope that you learned something. I hope that I was able to give you a little nugget of information. Shout out to Gladys from Is That Your Hair for also sharing her tips and tricks of how to make a wig more natural looking. So thank you and big kisses to her as well. And yeah, so I will see you soon. Don't forget before you leave to please hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for the honor of your time. Take care. Bye.